Good morning. It's Wednesday and it's time for our Holy Week devotional. We're in the Gospel of John for this Holy Week, walking toward the cross and toward that awful Saturday that there's a hole in the universe between Jesus' burial and resurrection, with all the confusion and all of the sadness and all of the unknown that Saturday of that time offers. Um, you can only imagine what we understand what happens. Like, we know Sunday is there. It's already, we are Easter people. But I can't even imagine what any of this looked like to the ones who were closest to him. And in today's reading, we have we're in John 13. For 2 days, we'll do the Maundy Thursday texts tomorrow, which are the texts after and before this one, the foot washing, Jesus foot washing, Jesus then beginning to explain what that means and to talk about a betrayer, and then a new commandment text, I give you love one another. That's all tomorrow. This is a little snippet in between, and it's kind of the awkward table moment, really. So I'll just read it. John 13:21-32. After Jesus said these things about explaining the foot washing and about somebody betraying him, Jesus was deeply disturbed and testified, "I assure you, one of you will betray me." His disciples looked at each other, confused about which of them he was talking about. One of the disciples, the one whom Jesus loved, was at Jesus' side. Simon Peter nodded at him to get him to ask Jesus who he was talking about. Leaning back toward Jesus, this disciple asked, "Lord, who is it?" Jesus answered, "It's the one to whom I will give this piece of bread once I have dipped it into the bowl." Then he dipped the piece of bread and gave it to Judas, Simon Iscariot's son. After Judas took the bread, Satan entered into him. Jesus told him, "What you are about to do, do quickly." No one sitting at the table understood why Jesus said this to him. Some thought that since Judas kept the money bag, Jesus told him, "Go buy what we need for the feast," or that he should give something to the poor. So when Judas took the bread, he left immediately, and it was night. When Judas was gone, Jesus said, "Now the human one has been glorified, and God has been glorified in him. If God has been glorified in him, God will also glorify the human one in himself, and will glorify him immediately." Go to dark Gethsemane, ye that feel the tempter's power. Your Redeemer's conflict see. Watch him with him one bitter hour. Turn not from his griefs away. Learn of Jesus Christ to pray. Follow to the judgment hall. View the Lord of life arraigned. O the wormwood and the gall. O the pangs his soul sustained. Shun not suffering, shame, or loss. Learn of him to bear the cross. Calvary's mournful mountain climb, there adoring at his feet. Mark that miracle of time, God's own sacrifice complete. It is finished, hear the cry. Learn of Jesus Christ to die. Amen.